I really don't like the fact that my prisoners are just wandering around in the outside area. I mean, if they try to escape, they'll get shot, which is fantastic. But I still don't like it. Also, we got the spiritual leader teaching here. Fantastic. And then obviously we got all the guards in here as well, so this is going nicely. I mean, these guys are calm, which is probably for the best. This guy is fed up and leaving. All right, well, that seems to have gone well. They didn't kill the spiritual leader, which is always a plus. I mean, I've played escape mode in this. Not this map in particular, not my own prison, but what I mean is I've played escape mode, and on more than one occasion I have killed the spiritual leader. I've killed everybody in escape mode. Escape mode is a lot of fun. Escape mode is a lot of fun, man. And yes, for those that have been asking, we will absolutely be doing escape mode on this prison at some point. That said, I'm pretty sure it'll be easy enough to escape because, well, I guess it depends on the, well, no, I mean, if whatever security we are, as long as we're not protective, we can just sort of run down here, go straight across. I mean, we got a lot of doors to go through. And I mean, this is the first staff only area. But as long as we can essentially get through this door here, and this door, and this door. Sorry, this door. Well, yeah. It's a lot of doors to get through, but as soon as we get to the armory, we can get some guns and go to town. So, I don't know. I guess we have a lot of armed guards and just a lot of guards in general. That might actually make things a little trickier. But I'd like to see if I can do it. I'd like to see if I can make it a challenge as well. Because if escape mode in this prison ends up just being really dull, I'd be really disappointed. Anyway, let's sell all of this. Let's sell all of this as well. And all of that right there. Not bad. Okay, so that got us back up to 48,000. Still need 80,000 for what I want, which is gonna take a while. Absolutely gonna take a while. Let's prioritize a bit more exporting there, if they wouldn't mind. Gardener's going to town out here, trying to clean everything up. I don't get why there's such a mess in the floor every time. I guess this is like the most populated cell block, and they have the smallest yard. I guess that kind of makes sense. That might be why it gets so filthy so quickly. Also, do we... No, we don't have prisoners out here. Okay. Just had to double check. I wanted to make sure we really didn't have any of them out there. We also still don't have a death row prisoner, which is okay. We have got one normal security prisoner coming in the morning, which is all right. We got all these workers doing everything as well. Good lord. There's so many of them. It is a little silly. I want to have a look here at the programs because, yeah, no one's really interested in this one, which isn't so good. We've got one interested / qualified for this. 2 have finished it, none have passed. We've got spiritual guidance. Only one person has gone through that. Oh, I think we've had someone appeal death row and actually get out of it. Interesting. We've got... Where's the workshop? So one person's interested. All right, well, that's a start. That is a start. That's better than no one being interested. We might actually have some decent level exports go out. I mean... That's obviously something I'd like. I mean, we've got all the logs and they are worth a fair bit of money, but when they get turned into things and when we start making, what is it we start making? We start making license plates, I think. I mean, this stack of wood here is worth $1,000. So, I mean, there's good money in carpentry, and we, I think, have the right setup for carpentry money. We just got to get people that are actually interested in doing it, so... I think really we just need more prisoners. We really just need more prisoners. So what if we were to go to... Let's see here. Policy, parole cutoff. So the parole release rate. If a prisoner has a reoffending rate less than this value, they will be released at the end of their parole hearing. Let's put that up to 50%. And let's say that 20% of my staff can take a break. And that, you know, should be all right. So we're gonna, in theory, have more prisoners leaving. Which is all right. I mean, a 50-50 chance that they're gonna turn into, that they're gonna get, you know, reoffend or whatever, but that's probably all right. I would assume. It's probably fine, right? That's no big deal. Just a 50-50 chance that they're gonna do what they did to get in here in the first place. That's no big deal. That's all right. I am sure it'll be fine. What are you? Oh, they're all eating in there. Okay, that's fine. Tell you what I want to do. I'll tell you what I want to do. I want to start building some things up here for a little bit more in the way of prisoner comfort. So for one, I think the laundry room and cleaning cupboard could probably be moved. We could probably do with another classroom. We could probably do with another infirmary as well. And I'd just like to get things where we can... I mean, for one, can I hire another psychologist? I totally can. Right. I did not mean to actually hire him. Interesting. So we can get a psychologist as well. And give him an office and, you know, let prisoners do whatever they need to do with that. So even though we were saving up money for the next cell block thing, the new prison essentially, I'm gonna go like this. And this is essentially gonna be its own space for, I guess, upgraded and improved facilities. So better laundry, better cleaning, more classrooms, maybe another infirmary, another office for a psychiatrist or two, etc., etc. Just stuff like that that's going to make it a little bit easier. We might move the library over there as well. Because this way we actually end up in a situation where it is further away from the entrance. Despite these being here, but it is going to be further away from the entrance. Let's go ahead and prioritize all of that work. And let's say that we want to go and demolish these walls right here. So there we go. We'll get all of that cleared out. We'll get all of that prioritized. And this really isn't going to take too long. That's the good thing with all this. It really isn't going to take too long with 100 workers. So I'm expecting this to be done in a couple of minutes. If even that. I mean, it's already about halfway done. So we got that going for us. Let's also go back over here and go on a quick selling spree. Because I can. Let's make sure all of these are sold. And we're looking at almost $50,000 again, despite building all of this. So that's nice. That's always a plus. I am a little bit worried about this door here being jammed open. Considering this. That's not really a good thing. Because a prisoner could see that and decide, you know what? I'm going to try and escape. Oh, what do we got here? We've got things being detected, apparently. All right. What did you have on you there, bud? You had a weapon, so you're off to solitary. Okay. Well, you have fun with that. You've only got yourself to blame. Yeah, right there. We had one trying to escape. We had John Turner trying to make a run for it. Fortunately, the building got built around him, so he's actually failed miserably on his escape attempt. And, Now seems to be quite upset about all of this. There we go. You're going into solitary for a while there, and you've just been moved up to maximum security. Oh, that sucks. He made a break for it, but he just didn't quite make it. Oh well. Let's go to materials here and let's start doing some building then. So I reckon this could be maybe a new... I'll tell you what this can be. This can be a new cleaning cupboard, which is going to have its door there. And is... what length? That is 8. Alright. So we want to go 8 and like this. And that can be... well, that can be laundry. So they're not huge rooms, but they're a bit bigger than the ones we had before. Now over here, what distance is this? That is 18. Okay, well that's gonna make things tricky. Let's do 9 and straight down. Let's go there. And like that. So this one's a little bit bigger. I kind of want those to be classrooms. So classroom like that. And classroom like that. So those can be classrooms. That'll be fine. I don't think we need more classrooms. I think maybe the library gets moved to be across from those. And the library could probably do with being a little bit bigger. So we'll do this sort of thing. Go for a slightly bigger library. And then I want to go... now, what size are these offices? They are 4 by 4 on the inside. That's fine. So... something like that for an office. That's 4 by 4. Then that. And what we can do is get 2 offices there for 2 psychologists. And then maybe bring the library up a little bit. And something like that. It's a very, very big room, but that's okay. This right here could be a new infirmary, which is a little bit bigger than the one we have right now. We could have a new common room, possibly, because I think... yeah, they are all still in the same shared common room, and it is quite small. Oh, no, they're not. Wait, what? Does this not... no, this does still get used. Hold on a minute. Deployment, shared... okay, well, they've all got their own common rooms, so why have I done this? Why do we still have this, then? Staff-only common room. We don't want them sharing that. You get out of there. So we're not going to do a common room up there, then. Alright. That's fair enough, I suppose. Kitchens are fine. Reception's fine. Staff stuff is fine. I'm trying to think of what else we could throw up here. I mean, we're going to have 2 new classrooms. I guess we could get 2 more. Or even more than 2 more classrooms. Wouldn't hurt, I suppose. So what if we did... I don't know, something like this for another classroom. And then... I guess another couple of classrooms? I really don't know. I mean, it's a little bit... maybe there. I guess we do a couple more. So something like that. So we can get, what, 5 new classrooms in here? That means that any classes that are needed can be done. Up here, I don't really know what we do, though. We could do solitary. We could do new solitary, but we kind of have enough of that, I think. Could do more security. Could have sort of like a dedicated staff-only area up here. So maybe that's what we'll do. Have just a solid wall going across here, then the corridor can continue up, and then do maybe a new security room there. I don't know what this can be, though. Maybe another staff canteen? Staff canteen, kitchen, all that stuff. I mean, I guess that works. So yeah, something like that, I suppose. Which means we want to go to here and say staff doors and all of these. The classrooms are going to be regular doors, I think. And honestly, the library too. I think everything over here can be regular doors. Just because they're going to be working in those rooms anyway. This is the infirmary. These are the offices. So the offices can be like that and like that. Then if we go to rooms and say office, we apparently have 15 of them, which is interesting. We have 15 offices? Yeah, I guess we do. I never moved them out of here, did I? So we have 2 psychologist offices right now. Can I just ditch those? Maybe, and then say, go down here? There we go. So psychologist, chief, lawyer, warden. That's fine. Does anyone not have an office? I feel like one of them isn't going to have an office here. Anyone need an office, or was it just 6 that we needed? I really don't know. Either way, we have moved them down into the new space, down in protective custody, which I think is probably for the best. I think it's definitely a step up from what they had before. This also doesn't have water. Interesting. Why do you not have water? Why have I not connected that? Did I run out of money or something? Let's just run these pipes the whole way around because we can. And prioritize that, please. Let's get that done as quick as we can. Yeah, so, oh, the foreman needs an office as well. Interesting. Okay. So those are all staff-only areas, right? Yes. So those are staff only. This whole space up here is pretty much built already, which is nuts. Let's go to rooms. Let's go to classroom and say that's 2 classrooms right there. That was 3 classrooms right there. We then want an infirmary, which is going to be here. We want laundry, which is going to be here. And then the cleaning closet is going to be next to it. Right there. The library is this giant space here. We can do a new security room right here. A new canteen right here. And a new kitchen right in here. So that should work out. Then we can go to deployment. Sorry, objects. Jail door. Throw it on there. Actually, you know what? Just do a staff door. We'll have this area be a little bit less secure. But I'm trusting the prisoners to behave. The first sign of trouble in here, and it's all over. We're securing everything. First sign of trouble. We are securing every little thing over here. I'm trusting them to behave. I'm trusting them to be grown up. I'm trusting them not to be silly. But the first sign of them being silly, they're done. Now that's the way we're gonna be running this. Now can we get that door in there, please? There we go. Someone's coming over with it now, which means we can go ahead and say... Actually, we can technically go ahead and say this is all staff only right away. These can be sort of shared. That's fine. That door still isn't in. It'd be really nice if they'd hurry up with it. Where are you? Oh, he's on his way. It's this fella right down here. So if you wouldn't mind, bud. You know, just go right there. There you go. Get the door in. And then deployment, staff only, that corridor, that's fine. All right. We actually don't have that much money. That's kind of surprising. Let's see. Exports, let's just prioritize filling all of that up again. Because we do have enough... We do have enough logs lying out there to fill up all of the exports, so... Let's get those moving again. And let's also have a little look and see the programs, workshop, 1 interested, 1 finished, none passed. That's great. That's just fantastic. I'd really like to see the workshop come together. I just don't know if it's going to happen. Because we have to get them qualified, and they have to be good at it, and they have to be, you know, whatever. I really hope we can get that going. They don't have to be trained to work in a library, though, I don't think. So we're okay on that front. Which is a plus. I mean, that's something, I guess. Now let's see. So this needs laundry machine, laundry basket, ironing board. This whole space is actually going to need power as well, so let's go ahead and run that through. Which I realize we might actually end up causing some power problems in all of this space. Because there's every possibility that this might overload the power here. In fact, with some pretty big machines like the washing machines or whatever, it's fairly certain we'll probably overload this. Which is definitely not good. We might actually need to give this its own circuit. But we'll see. One thing for sure, it is going to need water. So let's start bringing some pipes over. These are quite expensive, but we'll bring these up and around. The canteen's going to need it. Or the kitchen's going to need it, rather. So we'll bring the pipes up like that. I don't think anything else needs it. Oh, the cleaning closet, or the laundry is going to need it, actually. So yeah, we're going to have to bring the pipe up through. We're going to have to bring the electrical cable up and through. This is nearly full already, which is all sorts of crazy, to be honest. That is just so many logs. We're not exporting fast enough. That's what's going on here. We're actually just not exporting fast enough. Which is a crazy thought. It really, really is. Still nothing here, unfortunately. What are you going? Wait, what? I've just noticed what his... Oh, he is actually... Yeah, he needed a, quick dump, basically. What he needed. Very quick dump. Which is fair enough. When you gotta go, you gotta go. That's just the way it is. Did we get a new prisoner? Why is there a prisoner bus? Oh, we did get a new prisoner. Hello. Steve Hippie. What are you in for? Assault. You have quite the history there. You got 2 years for assault, you pled guilty. You got 3 years for perjury, pled guilty. Violent disorder, 3 years. Now you're in for 9 years on assault. You pled not guilty. Well. Well. That is, fair enough. Should have pled guilty. Probably would have got a much lesser sentence there, Mr. Hippie. But, you know, that's what happens. That is what happens. Let's go to lights here. Start throwing a bunch of these into all of our new rooms as well. I actually totally forgot about these. So, might as well get them done ahead of time rather than doing them at the same time as furnishing all of the rooms. And I think I've mentioned already at some point in some past episode why I don't have auto lighting on. I honestly just don't really like it. I prefer to do them myself because I can do them all symmetrical. I can make them look a little bit nicer. And I just prefer it. It gives me something to do. It just gives me a little something to do. I realize I also need to put them in the corridors around here as well, or it is going to be dark forever. So just throw them into all of these rooms. Throw them there, and just in front of all the doors, I think. Should probably give us enough light, I would imagine. So something like that. We'll throw one there as well, and there. I think that'll do. Maybe one there too. I reckon that'll do it, though. I think that'll probably be enough in the way of lighting. Let me just make sure we're prioritizing all of the work up there. We might still be prioritizing some of the export work, but just looking at the amount of logs over here, I think we're all right. I think we're doing okay. I also really genuinely think we need to get people working in here. We really do. It's just, this isn't good enough. We need people that can actually do the, that can, you know, do the workshop work. Oh no, this is interesting right here. We have ex-law enforcement right here. I believe. Now you are going to need to be moved. You need to go be protective custody. And we also have a snitch right here who is also going to have to move to protective custody. Because there is no way, there's no way you guys are safe in the current cell block, especially ex-law enforcement. That's something that we do not want you roaming around normal security prisoners. You are gonna get stabbed. You are 100% gonna get stabbed. I've also gone ahead and said that we need to start adding all of the objects to the new wing of the prison over here. So gonna prioritize all of that work and get it done ASAP. The new library is gonna be beautiful. Also, apparently, there is a potential tunnel right here. Now that's interesting, because that means we need to shake things down here. That means we need to search everything and everyone in the hopes of finding a tunnel. So that's going to be fun. The prisoners aren't really going to like it, but they are doing work in free time at the minute, so it's not like they're going to be, you know, woken up while sleeping. So that's a plus. I mean, we got that going for us. What are you doing? You're working? That's interesting. I don't like that these guys are technically working outside here. I don't like that at all, but oh my god. Oh my god. Wow, that was ridiculously, that was some ridiculously quick installation right there. Good lord. That is, that's impressive, is what that is. That is seriously impressive. Good lord. It'll be interesting to see if this power plant can actually keep up with that. It'll be very, very interesting to see if that actually works out or if it fails miserably. We also need to bring a large pipe down here. And probably want to prioritize that as well. You guys are being sort of held back at that door there. That's not so good. There we go. Some more of the classroom tables going in. We are going to need to get patrols up and around here as well. That's for sure. Absolutely going to need to get patrols going. Now what's interesting to me is that all the cells have actually been searched. So we can probably go ahead and just end the shakedown and get things back to normal. I think we are going to have to search the cell blocks though, because I just want to be doubly sure that there isn't a tunnel in here. So we're going to search those cell blocks just one more time, just to be sure. I mean, that's a bit of a distance to be going there for a tunnel. But I don't want to be wrong. I don't want to miss a tunnel. So it looks like there's going to be nothing. Now you had something you shouldn't have. You had something you shouldn't have. They're getting a bit brave, aren't they? They are getting a bit brave around here. I don't know how to feel about that. I'll also tell you what I'm going to do. I am going to up the security on all of this just a little bit. So we're going to throw some additional doors in here, because that seems like a fairly solid idea. So throw these in like that. Go to utilities, go to door servos, and let's throw the servos in as well. Now you need to not be there. You need to be there. And yeah, we can prioritize all of the work on that. I actually went ahead and installed a bunch of door control systems up here, because I feel like we're probably going to need them, and I feel like having like one security room central for all of the door control is probably not a terrible idea, to be completely honest. It means we're technically going to have some super long cables, but I actually don't really mind that. Because, you know, it, again, means that everything is at least sort of central. So I might try and phase out the door control that's over here at the moment, even though there's actually 3 of them in there, which is also a lot. But we'll see. We will absolutely see what we end up doing. Now, this right here looks like it's going to need some power, so let's run that underneath and hope for the best. And let's see. So door control is slowly going in. Let me connect you. Let me connect you, you, and you. We need to connect that one when it gets installed. This one can be connected as well. And then I guess we're just waiting on this new one. Wow, I really could just... I could wire up the prison so nicely if I really wanted to. That's just a lot of work. That is a serious amount of work. Now let's see, how's this looking? This is looking a little bit rough. But I think it's just about managed to, I think it's just about managed to power all of this. And I don't think there's anything else that does need powered in here, so... That's pretty good news. I'm also fairly sure that these were originally going to be the new laundry and cleaning cupboard thing here, but... Well... We seem to have put those up here for the time being, which I guess is okay. That's not too big of a deal. Now let's see what we can do. We need to go to deployment. We need to go to guard patrols. And I think at this point, we pretty much need to have a guard going the whole way around here. So all the way around there, down to there as well. And I want it to maybe be 3 guards overnight. In the morning, I'm gonna send that up to 4 guards, I think. Right here, it's gonna go back down to 3 guards. Then, during the day, it's gonna be 1, 2, 3 up there. 1, 2, actually, you know what? Maybe we'll go for... You know, quite a few guards on that, but I think we're also gonna need to... I think we are going to need to make sure that guards are actually stationed in all of the rooms. So the library is going to be getting used. The laundry and cleaning cupboard are going to be getting used. I think, honestly, just 1 guard in each of these rooms is going to be for the best, even if we don't necessarily know that they're going to be used for sure. I think just for the added safety, that's probably the right thing to do. Now let me see here. I want to go to staff and psychologist. Actually, what I'd really like to do is say that this right here. So what am I looking for? I'm looking for offices, which I guess we just search for them. So I want to remove that as an office. Because I want to go up here and sort of force, yeah. So psychologist in there. And get another one right there. So we now have 2 psychologists working up this way. If I go to reports and go to programs, I can go to behavioral therapy. And I can say, oh, psychologist in a common room. Interesting. So I can go to behavioral therapy. I can start 2 of those. And if I edit the schedule... We're looking for the shared offices, which are there and there, which is perfect. And then what we could maybe do is say that after behavioral therapy, we're going to have, let's see, so doctor in infirmary. Let's start that, and let's start alcoholics group therapy. Let's start that 3 times. Edit the schedule. And that is going to be common room right there. So it's going to be that kind of thing there, right? So we have it going at all times. We do have 3 psychologists, so that's okay. Then the shared infirmary that we're looking for, I think, is this one. And I'm going to move this to there. Am I looking at the right infirmary? I don't think I am. So I'm looking for this one. So edit schedule. Let's see here. So we want to find Infirmary shared. That one. Is that the right? That is the right one. Okay. So what was that again? That was Alcoholics Group Therapy. Is not the one. It was this one. So that's from 3 to 4 in an infirmary. And that's a guard taser thing. That's fine. So shared infirmary. I think it's that one. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, so that should do some good things. Let's get another doctor just because we can. That should do some good things. What are you missing? Office desk? Interesting. All right. Let's do an office desk. There. And there, because I can. Do some chairs. And dismantle that one. So we'll get some desks in there. But that should do some good stuff. We should end up seeing, you know, different bits and pieces happen. I think I want to get just another doctor because I can. But we should end up seeing prisoners be a bit happier. We're going to have the classrooms getting used soon enough, I suppose. I mean, foundation education is coming along. I mean, there's not actually that much use for classrooms, I suppose. But, you know, why not? Why not have a bunch of them? I mean, I guess this is sort of the reason. There's not a lot to do, not a lot to really do with it, but whatever. Let's see here. General education. Let's edit that schedule. So general education is going to go in that classroom because I can. And honestly, this will future-proof things. If we actually happen to let the minimum security guys over into this part of the prison, then they can use the classrooms too. It just looks cool, I guess, is the real reason that I've decided to build all of this. It kind of looks cool. And it's going to do some good things for jobs. So let's go to logistics. Let's go to prison labor. And let's see. One prisoner is qualified to work in there. That's fine. That's 5, 10, 15 can work in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So we'll go ahead and get those guys all working in there. And we could probably take the jobs out of here. But I'm curious to see what happens with all these guys working all these jobs. I want to see how that comes about, and I want to see how well they actually do things here. Now, there's no prisoners qualified for that. There's going to be no prisoners working in there. There's max job 6. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I guess we just do that so that people can work down in protective custody as well. So yeah, I guess we'll see if things work out here. We'll see if we actually get all of the jobs filled. We'll have to look back at that when it's actually work time, but I would imagine we will. I would imagine we'll see some good stuff there. Let me also just prioritize that so that all of the tables get put in there. We actually have 3 new prisoners arriving today as well, so we might see... Oh, just punched me, Mike. We might see some growth in terms of prisoners that actually want to do work, which is going to be lovely. And then I guess you guys, yeah, they're off to the chapel, which is fair enough. They seem to like it up there. They seem to enjoy it, so can't really complain. When do they start work though? So work is 11. Okay. So they're going to be eaten shortly. And it looks like... I mean, it looks like the canteens are relatively prepared. This guy's actually reading here, which is nice. I like that they're walking around with books, man. That's quite nice. That is quite nice. Let me just check something, though. So the library right now is... interestingly, medium security only. Now that's interesting that we're changing it to be like this. I'm also thinking that during actual work hours, I'm going to just say we'll have 2 in the library. 2 guards in there, because that's quite a big room, so we just want to be safe, we want to be secure, make sure everything's okay. And then, you know, once 11 comes around, I just want to see what happens. I just want to see if we actually fill up all of these jobs. We're also gonna have someone working in the workshop, so we're gonna slowly start making money from those exports as well, which I'm really looking forward to that. I really, really am looking forward to the workshop exports, because as we've seen, some of those planks worth a lot of money. Worth a whole lot of money, so here's hoping. Now you guys are all moving out. Let's look at logistics. So we don't have anyone actually working in here right now. We have some jobs in that library. We have some jobs in that library. But I'm thinking maybe we go down a little bit on this. So we're gonna 6 jobs in there. 6 jobs in there. We'll push some people off this way a little bit. We'll go down to 4 jobs in there to get some working in the new library. And then the workshop, I'm actually kind of disappointed that there's no one working in the workshop there. Was really hoping that the 1 qualified prisoner would actually do some work in here, but apparently not. Not really sure how to feel about that, but, well, there you go. Let me see something here. Can I go to you and connect you to... Maybe not you. You, and say connect to... Can I connect it to these doors as well? Like, is that a thing that's alright to do? It seems to be. So we've got 2 door control systems operating those doors. I guess that's okay. And we have, like, no prisoners interested in learning about the workshop. That's just... That really doesn't make me happy. I really wish they would, really wish they'd do that. But at least the library's coming along. There's no classes at the moment, but... I mean, we've got a whole new area working. So that's a whole thing, I guess. And I mean, we also have some classes here and there. I mean, the common rooms don't actually seem to be getting used right now, but we should at some point have some classes going forward. So you never know. I mean, we've set things up to be good. We've set things up to have classes here and there. We've set things up so that prisoners can be reformed, even though... Oh wow, what did you do? Are you stuck? I think you might be stuck. Let me lock you down for a little bit and just immediately end your punishment. Yeah, I think we just need a lot more prisoners. I think that's kind of where we're at here. I think we just need a lot more of them. So we're gonna have to save up, and we're gonna have to get $80,000 and beyond so that we can go ahead and build ourselves a minimum security prison in which hopefully the prisoners will actually be interested in learning. Because if they're not, then, well, we're kind of just going to be stuck where we are right now, which is no one doing anything at all, which is not ideal at all.